Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Rainey Qualley, actress, musician, and model Rainey Qualley, born March 11, 1989, is an American actress, singer, and model. She is the daughter of actress Andie MacDowell and former model Paul Qualley, and the sister of actress Margaret Qualley. Clapperboard acting career Rainey made her film debut in Mighty Fine, 2012. Appearing alongside her mother, she went on to star in indie films such as Falcon Song and TV projects like Love in the Time of Corona. She recently appeared in the film Off the Record, playing a rising musician in a dramatic romance. Music career as Rainsford. Under the stage name Rainsford, she's built a career as a singer-songwriter. Her music blends pop, country, and alternative influences with emotionally charged lyrics. Some of her notable songs include Me and Johnny Cash and Crying in the Mirror. She's released several EPs, including Emotional Support Animal and So That Was My Dream. Dress modeling and style. Rainey has modeled for brands like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and was named Miss Golden Globe 2012. Her fashion sense often combines vintage glamour with modern edge. Baby bottle personal life. She gave birth to her first child, a daughter named Bluebell Coyote Wilson, in December 2024. Rainey has spoken candidly about her long labor and the support of her sister and mother. She's also active in animal rescue and environmental causes. Seedling background. Rainey was raised in North Carolina and Montana, and started dancing as a toddler. Though she comes from a Hollywood family, she's carved her own identity through creative independence and a down-to-earth lifestyle. Rainey Qualley, a portrait of independent creativity. DNA family and early life. Born into a family rooted in the arts, Rainey Qualley grew up surrounded by creativity but away from Hollywood's chaos. Raised partly on a ranch in Montana and later in Asheville, North Carolina, her childhood was shaped by nature, horses, music, and dance. Despite being the daughter of renowned actress Andie MacDowell, Rainey wasn't pushed into the spotlight. Instead, she gravitated toward the arts on her own terms. She began dancing at age 2, and later trained in both classical and contemporary styles. Music and storytelling were always part of her household. She and her younger sister, Margaret Qualley, now an acclaimed actress, both shared a flair for performance. Their bond remains close, and they often support each other's work both privately and publicly. Face Mask. The actress Rainey's film and television work tends toward smaller, emotionally rich projects. After her debut in Mighty Fine, 2012, where she starred opposite her mother, she continued to pursue roles in independent cinema. She favors roles that allow space for emotional complexity, especially women navigating identity, love, or trauma. Her performance in Love in the Time of Corona, 2020, was praised for its intimacy, capturing the strange vulnerabilities of pandemic-era relationships. In the 2025 film Off the Record, she plays Aster Gray, a troubled rising music star, a role that mirrored her real-life experiences in the music industry and earned her renewed critical attention. Musical notes. The musician, Rainsford, as Rainsford, Rainey's music channels melancholy, desire, and emotional resilience. Her sound blends dream pop, indie rock, country, and alt R&B, wrapped in polished yet vulnerable production. Influenced by the likes of Lana Del Rey, Patsy Cline, and Fiona Apple, Rainsford's music is deeply personal. She often writes about relationships, heartache, isolation, and the tension between ambition and intimacy. Her 2023 EP So That Was My Dream included standout tracks like Brutal in Love, and rodeo clown, and gained a cult following in the indie pop world. She frequently collaborates with other creatives, including her sister Margaret, who's appeared in her music videos. High-heel fashion and presence. Rainey has a strong visual aesthetic, mixing vintage Americana with contemporary edge. She's been photographed at fashion shows for designers like Rodard and Chanel, but she maintains a low-key, authentic presence in the industry. Her red carpet looks are often romantic, subtly rebellious, and always personal. She has said that she prefers storytelling through music or film to being a celebrity. Even her modeling work, such as for Bulgarian Coach, feels like an extension of her artistic persona, not just image-based. Personal life and advocacy. In December 2024, Rainey became a mother to daughter Bluebell Coyote, after a long and emotional labor supported by her sister and mother. She's spoken openly about the challenges of early motherhood, balancing it with art, and finding identity as both a creator and parent. Rainey is also a known animal rights advocate. She supports shelters, fosters stray animals, and has worked with PETA on awareness campaigns. Her love of animals and connection to nature reflects her Montana upbringing and continues to ground her creative choices. Dizzy identity and impact. Rainey Qualley represents a new kind of multi-hyphenate, one who chooses quiet integrity over fame. She's built a career on her own terms, balancing film, music, and fashion with a deeply private personal life. Never one to chase the spotlight, Rainey's work draws attention because of its emotional depth and authenticity. She embodies a kind of quiet rebellion, art that whispers instead of shouts, style that expresses without selling, and storytelling that seeks connection, not attention. Rainey Qualley, the quiet alchemist of art and emotion. Paint palette. Her philosophy and creative spirit. At the core of Rainey Qualley's work is a desire to explore what she calls the soft, sad, weird parts of being human. She's often described herself as introverted, deeply sensitive, and creatively restless. Whether she's writing a song or embodying a role on screen, her aim isn't to impress, it's to reveal. She doesn't chase perfection, but rather authentic imperfection. A voice that cracks, a character who fails, a lyric that hurts. She's said in interviews that she approaches acting and songwriting the same way. If I'm not scared to show it, it probably isn't worth showing. This openness, emotional vulnerability without melodrama, is what sets her apart. She belongs to a lineage of performers who don't beg to be understood but still invite intimacy. You don't watch or listen to Rainey, you feel her. Cyclone themes in her work, whether in music or film. Recurring themes in Rainey's art include the ache of nostalgia, past lovers, lost dreams, faded childhood, restlessness and yearning, often depicting women caught between freedom and connection, mental health and introspection, emotional fatigue, alienation, romantic confusion, Southern femininity and duality, the tension between softness and strength, grace and grit, especially evident in her musical aesthetic. Many of her music videos and film roles capture this internal tug-of-war. There's a sense of emotional wanderlust in her work, as if her characters.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.